Hello, my dear students. It's nice to see you today. We have chemistry.
Welcome, dear students. Welcome to our program for chemistry third secondary stage.
The electromotive series. It's good to talk about this. Concentrate for the series and let's see.
Here we have the scientists that measured the standard hydrogen electrode. Standard hydrogen electrode, it has a symbol, it is SHE. So we have the potential, it's symbolized by E naught or E power of 0. It means
lithium. A standard potential oxidation for the lithium 3.045. This it means positive. But the other one for standard reduction the same, but by negative 3045. What about the hydrogen?
Hydrogen, it is all one of this thing or this element. Its standard oxidation potential, it's 0. And we have the standard reduction potential, it's 0 volt also. Why? Because here this is the measurement of what? Of all element in E naught or electrode potential.
It's good to say that, but for line for the end by the negative 2 point by the negative 870. The other one standard reduction potential positive 2.870. It's good to know the differentiation between them. What about to see that?
What about the electromotive series? It is an arrangement of elements descendingly according to their oxidation potential with hydrogen, or what? We have another definition.
Directly we say it's an arrangement of the element ascendingly according to their reduction potential. It's good to say that. This not all. You must say with hydrogen because the hydrogen is a standard for this case and we learn it all time. A standard oxidation or reduction all time equal
what? Equal 0 for hydrogen.
It's good to say that. What about the other? These kind of the battery are developed and become the most suitable kind for the batteries. It's very important for the cars, for everything, for the us, because it gives high voltage of potential difference that we needed to work through this car. Do you think what is the importance else?
We have the importance here of this car. It makes what? It is used in the car to know the car battery, or as the car battery. It consists of 6 cells are connected in the series and in series connection. Each cell produce E cell equal 2 volt and the total of them it's EMF or electromotive force here it's equal 12 volt. So it is possible to manufacture large volume of batteries and it makes the car operate and make or produce electric energy.
These 6 cells as you see beginning for the positive and negative for the first one. Also, this rod is made of the lead as you see, but not all by the lead. The other lead oxide. There is big difference between them to be controlled for the amount of the potential difference. Because these cells, when they are close to each other, as this moves, you can see high voltage of EMF. Do you think what else?
Here we have the battery. It's the anode of this battery is network of the lead filled with what? With spongy lead, PP. And we have the cathode. It's of this lead battery. It's lead network filled with what? Filled with paste. Paste of what? Paste of lead what?
Lead dioxide. We know PbO2. This lead dioxide is very important for the plating because it helps for the work for the oxidation and reduction. And these plates are separated from each other by the main substance, main paste. So you can say now
all of which are dipped inside a dilute sulfuric acid. It's what? It is the water of battery or it is electrolyte of battery. So the electrolyte of sulfuric acid solution as a conducting electrolyte and all of which are put it inside the container made of solid rubber or plastic. Why?
This is to be protect this liquid from the disappearing. The work start as positive. After that, I get from the first one 2 volt. This not all. The second one, I have the other cell also by 2 volts. Do you think what is the sum now?
Summation it's what? It is 4. We have 2 cells here, it's 4.
This not enough. We know that. What about to add the other cell? How many cells we need to arrive to our aim?
Here we have I need to know, or I need 6 cells. Each one contains or produce 2 volts here as an electromotive force, so the total will be
The total 12 volts. This helped the car to walk through this circle. The circle start from the battery, move through special machines to arrive to our target. The motion depending on the piece inside, lead oxide. The lead oxide, all time we know the formula is
PbO2, and the plates separated from each other by insulating sheets. So here we have another thing about this battery.
good, 12 volts. It's good to say that. Look at this, there is some gases evolved. These gases help us to know what happened inside the reaction.
So here we have the picture or the figure of this lead acid cell. So here the anode plates are connected together. This shown is the diagram. And we have here all cathode plates are connected together. This is not shown in this diagram also, but we have what?
We have anode negative lead frame containing spongy lead. Also, we have insulating spacer. This it means you have cathode. Cathode it means the positive lead frame containing lead oxide. Also,
We have the whole cell is immersed in what? In H2SO4 dilute. It means what? It means the electrolyte of this cell. So this is the reactions between these parts. So we have this kind of battery are what?
are developed and become the most suitable kind of the battery. Suitable for what? Suitable for everything, especially used in cars. So is known as
As the car battery.
it's good to say that car battery. This is our target now. This not all. What about to catch it?
Here it consists of 6 cells are connected in the series connection. Remember this, in series connection, each one or each cell produces what?
Produces large amount of the volt, but we know series connection. It means connect what with what. This is what I want to know.
Here we have the E cell or the connection between the positive and negative in each cell. We have the cathode and the anode. So here E cell equal 1 cell of this one or this car battery equal 2 volt. And
The total directly we say total potential of this battery EMF equal 2 by 6 cells equal 12 volts. It's good. So the amount of the volts that result for this cell equal
12 volts.
good to say that large amount of potential difference. What about the other?
Here it's possible to manufacture larger volume of batteries contains more than 6 batteries when it is needed. Why? Because we use it to make what? To operate the cars or the large cars in its volume. So we have another thing about this lead acid battery.
Directly in this battery, the anode is the network of the lead filled with spongy lead PB. It's good to say that spongy one also, and the cathode is
Is lead network filled with a paste of what?
a paste of PbO2 lead oxide, and the plate are
The blades are separated from each other by insulating sheets.
it's good. We must protect all of this inside the sheet or the frame made of plastic to be protected. Now, what about?
Here, and all of which are dipped in dilute sulfuric acid H2SO4 dilute solution as the conducting electrolyte, and all of which are put in a container. What is the function of this container?
Protection, sure. Protect this component to be disappear. Now is made of solid rubber, not any one or strong plastic. The good name for this is
Polystyrene.
it's good polystyrene, which is not affected by
acids.
and this battery work as a
Galvanic cell.
we studied before and we knew that this is the primary cell galvanic cell. So lead acid cell depending on the work of galvanic cell. Good and see.
Lead acid battery, this is the type of battery used in cars known as the car battery. It produces 12 volt as we said before, so the EMF is equal 12 volt as it's suitable for what?
For operating options of the car, every part of the car depending on 12 volts. This is can be obtained from the lead acid battery. Also
We have it consists of 6 cells are connected in series connection, and we have the anode is a network of lead filled with paste of lead dioxide PpO2. So we have another part.
the other part for this, the plate of PpO2 in the past are separated by insulating sheets. Also, you have a acid is
Dilute sulfuric acid. Acid is what? It's the electrolyte H2SO4 dilute. Concentrate with us very well and don't forget any part of this lead acid battery.
it's good for the starting the work or the reaction. This reaction is not easy. Now, lead acid battery, this its shape we see for different car. This not only, we have also different shapes.
So here we have another one that contains cells inside each part of the cell. Each one of these cells contains or produce 2 volts, and we have 6 batteries of each. That series connection to connect or to produce 12 volt to operate anything in the car. Like what?
Like the car motor and so on. Look at this, the container made of the solid and rubber we said it before. My dear, the equation total reaction occurring in the lead battery cell beginning with
Pb, it is lead plus PpO2 plus what?
this is 4 hydrogen ion. Also we have 2 SO4 in ion of the negative 2. My dear, this is reactants. How can the product?
This product is PpSO4. It is lead sulfate. It is the type of salt. And we have H2O. So the battery, it's what? Or what is the type of this reaction?
This reaction, depending on the oxidation and reduction, also that is happen inside the battery. My dear, the reaction depending on the important electrolytes of sulfuric acid. The result directly BpSO4. Now, you have EMF which
Equal 2 volt of each sheet. So how many sheets we have?
we have a 6 sheets, we know. So summation will be
12 volts.
it's good to see that. This not all. Look at this.
Here we have the reaction occurred in the lead acid battery at the anode. It's the half equation or half reaction of the following reaction here of the acid battery. So what is the reaction here?
Reaction beginning with the lead and SO4 negative 2. This is in anode. Take care. Directly give me PpSO4 plus 2 important one. What this mean?
It means it losing 2 electrons to produce what? To produce electric energy through these electrons.
So the oxidation and reduction is important for this reaction. My dear, look at this.
So the EMF of this part of the anode is equal 0.36 volt. We have here, this is the reaction of anode. What about the cathode?
The cathode directly we say the important reaction for the paste PpO2 lead oxide. Can you complete what happened for this work?
Yes, we have 4H positive and we have SO4, that's negative 2. So here we have the H and SO4, H2, SO4, it's the electrolyte, plus 2 electrons. So here we have PP, SO4 as a result. What's happened else?
We have the gas vapor, 2H2O, water vapor. So it has remains. This reaction is not clean enough, but it's very important for formation 12 volts. Look at this, EMF
equal positive 1.69 volts. Why? Because here it is a part of this reaction or the half reaction that happened in this cell at the cathode. So this is what this is about, this reaction and the EMF of this half.
Two halves depending on EMF, which are changed from the one to another with different number. Now, EMF is very important. My dear, look at this exercise.
Calculate the EMF for what? For the lead acid battery. What did the lead acid battery produce? How many volts does it produce?
It produced, as you see, total EMF for both of the halves, for the anode by 0.36 and the cathode 1.69. Total of them will be equal
2.05 volts.
Approximately 2
volts.
It's good to say that. So it's very important to make a summation between the two halves for the cathode and anode, depending on what?
Depending on the oxidation reduction reaction.
It's good. Lithium ion battery. It's good to talk about this type of the battery because there is big difference between this battery and the previous one. Take a look.
So it is a dry and it's rechargeable battery. It is a type of battery that make recharge again, used in mobiles, in laptops, in some modern car instead of lead acid battery. Why? Because here lead acid battery, it has one forward direction of the reaction and it is what? It is irreversible reaction.
It's good to say that because it's rechargeable. Also, you can say because it's lighter one and store large amount of energy. The amount of energy that produced from this type greater than lead battery, while it's small in size. So we used in mobile, laptop and so on. It's a good battery. This not all, but also we have
about lithium ion battery also the metallic cover of the battery contains 3 thin layers rolled in a spiral shape with what? Or this layer are?
This layer, the first for the lithium, structure contain lithium. All of them, yeah, it's from the lithium because it's the lightest metal. We know because it's Li, the atomic number 3. So the outer energy level contains
1 electron.
So directly you say lightest metal and it has low reduction potential. Do you think what its number?
Its number is negative 3.04 volt. It means what? It means reduction for what? For making what? Making the negative. Here, this is the amount of potential.
It's good. Don't forget, lithium, lightest one, also lowest reduction. This not all for this fantastic battery. Look at this. This battery,
it's the cathode number 1 or the first part of this battery in the reaction. It is the cathode, positive cathode, which is made from lithium cobalt oxide, LiCO2. Again, we have the symbol of this battery is
Lic small o and O2. It means cobalt, lithium cobalt oxide. It's good. This not all, but look at this. The anode is
negative electrode, which is made from
lithium graphite. It has a formula is
LiC6.
It's good.